Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some thriller books that I think you guys would enjoy reading. Well, the first book I have to share with you guys is The Black Queen. This book, I really enjoyed reading it. So it's about a girl named Nova who is the first Black homecoming queen in her town. She is found murdered the night of her crowning. And so her best friend is trying to uncover what actually happened to her. All the evidence, the motive all points to another classmate, Tinsley, from a white family. She was expected to win homecoming queen because that's been the legacy of her family. Her mother was crowned, her grandmother and her sister were all crowned homecoming queen, and obviously she expected to take that win. And that's not the case. It's a little fishy that Nova, the first Black homecoming queen, is found murdered after that happened. This book definitely delves into a little bit of racism, jealousy, some family secrets are revealed. You might think you know who the killer is. You might not. Did Tinsley kill her? Did Tinsley not? You just have to read to find out, and you won't be disappointed with this book. The next book is The Maidens. So this book follows a therapist who becomes obsessed with a murder of a student from a university that she graduated from. She wants to uncover what happened. Now there is this exclusive group on the campus and they're called The Maidens. It is a group of women, young women, who are all in this group. And the, supervisor or the head of the group is this college professor who our therapist believes to be the culprit. She believes that he is a murderer and he's the one who killed one of the members of the Maidens. In her investigation, she discovers a lot of things that is happening with this group, but also some things that are happening in her personal life. Everything is not all that it seems, and sometimes you need to look elsewhere and your mind might be playing tricks on you. This book definitely explores the lines between sanity and madness. You just don't know if our therapist is all there or if things are just all in her head. I feel like the plot twist is a little bit obvious once you get a certain bit into the book, but I don't feel like it takes away from the story. It doesn't take away from the experience of reading this book, and I do still think it is an enjoyable thriller read. The next book I have to share with you guys is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I feel like this book is, this book is definitely a play on Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I feel like a lot of books tend to play on that plot line, but this one is with a twist. We have our main character, Daisy Darker, who is traveling to her family's isolated seaside home to celebrate her grandmother's 80th birthday. We're expecting this to be a joyous occasion. Wrong. One by one, her family members also start to die. So now Daisy Darker has to uncover who has the motive to start killing everyone in their family, and she needs to uncover some of the family secrets that were boxed away and hidden up, but needs to come out to the light. Now, this book, I don't even know how to describe it, but I was not expecting that plot twist, did not see it coming, and I was like screaming, and I enjoyed every bit of reading this book. The ending is such a shocker, and I really feel like this book needed that ending just to take away from all the other stories that are influenced by Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, because they always have the same plot line, they always have the same ending. Daisy Darker was a little bit different, and I really enjoyed it for that. The next book I have is A Flicker in the Dark. This one is about our main character, Chloe, who unfortunately her father was arrested when she was a teenager. He was charged with committing a whole bunch of murders. It's a little bit suspicious when now as an adult she's getting ready to get married and people are starting to get murdered again, the same way that's signature to her father. Did they get the right guy, or is this a copycat killer? Chloe is tasked with uncovering what's going on with these new murders, and also it's causing her to look back into the past and maybe she missed something that was happening with her father. Maybe the killer is closer than Chloe thinks and it's not her father. There is a certain point in the book when you start to make some connections and you come to the conclusion who the killer might be. And like with the other books, I feel like uncovering plot twists early on in stories don't really take away from the experience. The book is still enjoyable and I really do like the ending and how the secrets are uncovered. I felt like this was a great thriller book to read. This last book, I don't even know where to start. If you have not read The Silent Patient, please go do so right now. You will not be disappointed, trust me. So this book is about Alicia, a painter who is accused or found guilty of murdering her husband. She, for some reason, goes mute. Enters our therapist, Theo, who for some reason is obsessed with Alicia's case. He believes that he can get her to start talking about what happened, why she murdered her husband. This book is definitely it's a trip. So many mind games being played between the characters, but also with us as the readers. I know I keep saying I don't expect the plot twist in these thriller books that I read. It's partly because I like to go into thriller books just to have a fun time. I don't like to think too much about what's going on because I like to discover it as I'm reading it, discover what's going on as the characters are discovering it. And the plot twist that happens in this book was beautiful. I don't know why some people don't like this book. I personally feel like it lived up to the hype. It was amazing. The plot twist was just exceptional. It was just what this book needed to elevate it a little bit more. I know, like I mentioned, The Maidens, which he also wrote, but The Silent Patient is one of his better books. I have to read more of his novels, but The Silent Patient is just out of this world. So good. Those are all of the thriller books that I recommend that you guys check out and read if you haven't done so already. They are just such a good time. It's something to pass the time and you won't be disappointed reading these books. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Would love to hear about your opinions, what you liked and what you disliked about some of these thriller books. Also, if you have some thriller book recommendations, please comment it down below so I can check it out because I just love reading thriller books. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you guys back for my next video. Bye!